What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm back playing more Regulation H VGC Wi-Fi battles. Today we're busting out a little snow team that uses Alolan Ninetales, pretty cool Pokemon if I do say so myself, and a little bit of Inteleon. I think Inteleon's a really cool mon, definitely slept on in Regulation H in my opinion. Pretty cool mon, Snipe Shot's great. We're using Electric Terra Blast with a choice specs, and it gets Blizzard too. So we have Blizzard that we can hit from our Ninetales setting Snow. We also have Blizzard on our Adaptability Porygon-Z. Really cool team. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to use. Another really cool little bit of tech here is obviously our Inteleon is going to have Flip Turn, right? Flip Turn to enable our armors using a weak armor like Policy armors, a little bit of cheese, right? And then we can go into our Intimidate, get our +2 boost from the Policy, set the terrain, go for a massive expanding force, but we also can go for a very similar combo, which is Whimsicott. You know, a lot of people see Whimsicott as an enabler for things like Annihilate, being able to beat up to enable Rage Fist, beat up to enable things like, you know, Justified. We've used it with Terrakion in the past. But Whimsicott and Armourouge do go very well together because, you know, Armourouge has that weakness to beat up, right? So we can side beat up our Armourouge to max our speed stat from our weak armor and then get a +2 policy boost on top of it so we can go for massive heat waves on turn 1 if we want as well. Overall, this is a really fun team that has massive amounts of AoE, a little bit of redirection, good weather and terrain control, and it should do pretty good in these Wi-Fi battles, hopefully. I mean, I don't know how good our Dozo matchup is, but we are rocking Clear Smog on Armourouge if we need it. So, yeah, without further ado, we're going to hop right into these games. Wish me luck. Here we go. Okay, holy Trick Room, Batman. How are we going to deal with this? You don't even have redirection, so it's not even like my Snipe Shot does anything cool. Let's think about what we need to get done here. I could leave with something like fast. I think like Porygon Inteleon would let me deal with the Trick Room. I can also Trick Room your Trick Room. You can pivot, always pivoting your Torkoal too, so it's not a good look for me. Intimidate Armourouge isn't even a terrible lead. Like, you don't want this smoke either. I think they have Torkoal in the back to pivot on Ninetales, so we're not even going to go into that route. I'm looking at what we would like to get done here. Maybe they're going to lead Spooter. I think I will lead Inteleon, and I think I will lead Porygon. And I'm going to pivot in here, I'm going to pivot in here. Cool, let's try this. Let's see what happens here. This is a weird one. This is like a really weird hard TR, and I do think that I have the tools to blow up most of their Trick Room setters. The only one that I'm kind of worried about is Mimikyu, and that's why we're leading with our Scarf, Porygon, and Inteleon, so we can go like Electro Web, Break the Disguise, finish it off with anything the Inteleon wants to use. Let's see what they want to do here. Salazzle Spooter. So I'm going to one-shot that Spooter this turn. This is going to be the sickest thing you ever did see in your life. Watch this. Here we go. Oof. Yo, get him with that Battle Stadium singles tech, bro. And we're going to make it just so we don't have to care about Fake Out. So let's see it. There's no way you Terastallize that thing. There's no way you know that the Choice Specs Electric Terra Inteleon is coming for your soul. There's no way. I think I'm like modest too. There's like, I think we get the KO. And if we actually break that thing, I think like Armourouge just kind of folds this team. But let's just go. Indeedies. No Fake Out, please. Survey says, what you working with over here? It's my Terra. Oh, pivots. Slowbro? Please. Torkoal? Please. Thank you. Now if you get up a Trick Room, it doesn't do anything. You thought I was going to use Snipe Shot? No, we woke up and chose violence. And I think next turn, we're probably going to be going after the Salazzle. Look at this damage. This is going to do like 70% to a Torkoal, right? Choice Specs Electric Terra Blast. Violence hath been wrought today. Show me the Fake Out. No Fake Out, right? So they're actually attacking, and they're slower than my Inteleon. So that means they're not like timid or jolly or anything. About 70%, like I said. Flamethrower in the sun. Indy doesn't care. Does not care. I care not for the plights of mortals. Would not be surprised if that thing was like sashed. I think I'm just gonna nuke the Torkoal slot. I'm not afraid of Heat Wave because they showed Flamethrower, right? So I'm just gonna follow me and just take some damage on the Intimidate, and that's okay. Cool. Now the Torkoal isn't like a choice item Torkoal, so I don't have to respect it as much. Like, worst case scenario, it's like Charcoal. If I would have known that they had that set, I could have went D-Gleam this turn, but I didn't want to lose my Inteleon. Like, I really didn't feel like it. I think Inteleon's still, like, the tech here. Oh! Oh, so that's how they're doing it here. Okay, I see you, baby. Alright, I see you. It sucks that I'm weak armor and not flash fire. They actually just went for all that damage. I think I just nuke here then and just ignore Torkoal. Yeah. I'm assuming that they're sashed, and I think this should KO. Pivot out Torkoal. Yeah, I'm ignoring that slot at this point. You better not be pivoting in that spider, though, bro. Slowbro, bro, you were going to eat the big electric tear on the Slowbro? I don't know about that one, Chief. Alright, let's go. Big damage. No whammies. Oof. There's that sash we were talking about. Can I eat a flamethrower, which I highly doubt. It's a sun-boosted flamethrower from a modest Salazzle. I don't have the faith. Yeah, oof. Oof, oof, oof. Porygon can definitely take out a Slowbro, though, so we're still fine. And we're going to take out the Salazzle this turn. They have the spider in the back, and we just got to not let them set Trick Room. And I low-key want to say, like, adaptability boosted Tri-Attack helping hand will KO a Slowbro. Do you guys believe? Like, I still believe. I don't think I need to Hyper Beam it. I don't think I need to. And so we got to play the 50-50 game here of... Oh, they're sending out Torkoal. That's not the 50-50 game I was thinking we were going to play. I just ignore the Torkoal and just get the Slowbro off the board. I think this does KO. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm taunted. All right, so then I do need to Hyper Beam. And if I do Hyper Beam, I think I still win. I know that sounds really weird, but like Hyper Beam there is a lot of damage. Intimidate doesn't need to be... I think I can like get away with pivoting in this. I don't think I need the extra damage if I just click Hyper Beam. Yeah. Intimidate's not doing me any favors here, so just be able to save it in the back if need be. Adaptability boosted Hyper. You got a Terra over there? You got Steel Terra? Hyper Beam D's, bro. Look at that damage. Oof. Bonked. Gonked. You could Heat Wave me. I wish I had Flash Fire. Earth Power. Okay. I think they read that I might pivot for armors. They don't know what my ability is yet, right? So they have no idea. Here's the Spooter. And the cool thing about the Spooter here, right, is you can't Wide Guard and hit me at the same time. So, like, I'm going to be recharging on my Porygon, so it went right to the armors here. And if I click Expanding Force, if you want to click Wide Guard, Porygon gets a round 2. And that's completely okay. Porygon about to be getting that round 2. I hope. You can Earth Power my armors. I don't even think I die, because you're not like a damage boosting tool. We have like a Charcoal, I'm sure. So let's see it. Let's see it. I don't think Clear Smog would have done enough damage there to do anything. Earth Power the armors, I shouldn't die. Yep, we hold. Crit, that was a crit. Oh my gosh. Talk about a lot of damage. I'll take a policy boost while we're here, while we're young. Do you think I KO Torkoal with a +2 boosted Clear Smog? I mean, the weirdness dissipates. So I think we actually just go Hyper Beam here. And I think you actually just Expanding Force double into that slot. In case you miss a Hyper Beam or something weird happens, because they shouldn't be able to protect. Yeah, Torkoal's going to be protecting. We already saw this. This would redirect into the Torkoal in case something weird happened. But I think the Hyper Beam just gets it. Look at this damage. Oof! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this would have been redirecting to the Torkoal. But yeah, the Protect would have been on cooldown for the most part on that Spider. And we would have redirected a single target Expanding Force into the Torkoal slot. And we'll take the wins. We did the Inteleon things. We used 2 Hyper Beams. With the Hyper Beam counter to 2. We call those friendship cannons. When they get like the steroid boosts on top of like the stab and on top of everything, the super Hyper Beams. You just gotta high five someone. When you get Oko by Hyper Beam, you just gotta throw a high five. You're best friends now. That's how that works. So we're gonna take that win, and we're gonna keep playing some games. This team's pretty fun. Appreciate the weakness policy boost, by the way. Appreciate it. Holy intimidation tactics. That is a lot of Intimidate. Three times as much Intimidate as I would expect. Does this Ninetales have Freeze Dry? I don't think it does. It just has Blizzard and Encore, right? It just have Freeze Dry. All right, we'll be Ninetales then. We're just gonna open up with a lot of hatred in this game and open up Ninetales. I think if I save my Inteleon as like a mid-game closer, it's probably better. So like, there's nothing inherently wrong here with like Ninetales Intimidate or even like Ninetales Armarouge. I don't think there's a problem there because you want to pivot in because we outspeed everything with Ninetales. I'm going to lead Ninetales Armarouge so I have the wide guard if I need it for the Make It Rain. And then I'm going to bring these two in the back. I think Porygon is definitely usable here, but we don't need it to get this W. Using a little bit of Ninetales here. I also don't think that it's like correct to go. I don't think we need Aurora Veil here. I think we're just going to outvalue. Like their whole team takes way too big a damage from Freeze Drive. We're going to force a Terra early, and if we force a Terra on something like a Salamence or a Gyarados, they can't Terastallize that in Sin. So like this Blizzard, if you want to Terastallize your Dragonite, like be my guest, be my guest. Again, be my guest. We're just going to go Blizzard. Big Blizzard. And if you want to go with that E-Speed, remember, we do have the defense boost on our Ninetales, so we're great. I just pivot in here, stop an E-Speed, get my terrain ready to go so you can't come in and pin within Sin. Like, you're allowed to come in within Sin, but then I'm allowed to, like, you know, follow me with my NDD and go for, like, a pivot out into my Inteleon. So I got a lot of options here. And Clefairy taking some big damage from this Blizzard too is going to be pretty nice. So terrain's up. No E-Speeds, please. And no Terra. That's a fat Dragonite. It's a fat multi-scale. Is it Policy? It is Policy. Hey, good stuff. I love to see it. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Policy Dragonite with that Friend Guard is value off the multi-scale Dragon Dance. Cool stuff. I see what you're putting down. Are they singing this turn? Because they didn't follow me, right? Are you singing? Encore. They thought it was going to Aurora Veil. No, we woke up and chose the correct move, okay? And not only did we choose the correct move, like, I'm going to Blizzard again. They're going to Terra. I think I'm just going to follow me, though. I could Helping Hand it is what I was going to say. I'm just going to follow me. I think it's the right play. And then they're going to have to Terra here, which, again, leads to us winning the game against their Sin. If they don't Terra, they just get folded by Blizzard. Gyarados, cool. We have Electric Terra on our Inteleon too, so we got shots here. We got a lot of cool tech here to beat this one. Let's see, they're all in on this Dragonite. Are they gonna protect? Are like they want like okay, awesome. So Freeze Dry will work on that Gyarados if I eventually need to hit it with that. It doesn't want to really eat this damage either. So normal Terra, completely okay. They don't have the Friend Guard anymore, so this is gonna still do a good chunk of damage. Probably an extra like 25%. They can continue to set up, but like this Blizzard ain't no joke. It's big damage. I wonder if they have Rock Slide. Earthquake. Hey, cool play. They're only at +3, guys. And we're still faster than them. They crit the Ninetales and we just ate it. We just ate that like an absolute champion. Can you believe that? That's like super nutty that we ate that well. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to... What's my Terra here? Fire? Don't want to do that. I'm going to Blizzard, and I'm just going to go with the Helping Hand. It sucks that we got crit. It does. But, we got a lot of value here. Let's see it. Should have done that last turn, right? Dang. I didn't think we'd still outspeed. Oh, Protect. Cool. If you only take out one, I can just come right in with Inteleon. And if Ninetales outspeeds, Inteleon definitely still does as well. Let's see. So they have these two plus Clef. Double EQ. Okay, that's fine. I don't even know if we break the Ninetales here. It sucks that we're losing both these here, though. It does. So I'm going to have to lock in. Oh, I don't lose both. Thank goodness. All right, because we're going to have to pivot at some point. Orb. Wow. I could come in here and, like, flip turn into the Entity slot, pivot out Entity for Armarouge, and just go ham. But I think Inteleon's just fine. And then we pivot in the Armarouge. You probably Policy proc me. I don't think you can KO my Armarouge with that EQ. Like, that probably does just get the double KO, though. If Ninetales does it, this does too. I'm doing it. I'm gaming. I woke up and chosen the gaming life today. Let's go. Protect's on cooldown. We're going to get the Gyarados off the board. You can pivot in and Sin. But, like, I'll just pivot out the Entity in for an Armarouge and then relock in with Snipe Shot and get it. Because all you have left is Clef and potentially an Sin. Look at this damage. Big Blizzard. Oh my gosh, Inteleon. Yo, Inteleon busted, dude. Dang. This guy's like, Nani? Like, what? Still have Terra, too. Cool. So let's see what they want to do here. let's say they go in Clefairy here, which is like the worst case scenario. We just pivot out Inteleon for Armrouge as long as we don't die there. Maybe we even click a Follow Me that turn. Oh, Sally. Oh, Sally! No! Not like this, Sally. Alright, if you got a choice item, you're pretty gaming out here. We don't even need Follow Me at this point. I think... Sorry, we don't need Helping Hand at this point. I think that we can just go, like, Blizzard plus Follow Me, not the Helping Hand. Yeah, and it should be able to get it. Yo, the Ice Core. Let's see. Are you Choice Scarf Outrage? That's, like, your only out, by the way. And that's why I Follow Me. There's a Follow Me. We got that AoE, baby. That's what we like to see. Look at this damage. Alright, they're not choiced. Oof. Yo, the Ice Age comes a little bit early and Inteleon busted. Let's go, dude. That's sick. Weirdness dissipates. I think it's completely fine. Honestly, like, we win even just bringing Armouge here. So we're just going to try and go for the Helping Hand, like, GG's. Let's go. Blind Blizzard to close this one out. We still have a full health Armouge in the back. There isn't really a... I'd rather win without showing it, right? Oh, the Blizzards, yo. That's so sick. Oh, that guy had so many weaknesses to ice. We take those all the way to the bank. Inteleon busted. Alright, a little bit of rain, redirection, fake out. The one thing that team doesn't really have is, like, terrain control. So, like, if I lead Intimidate, I can, like, lock out a lot of what that Smeargle does. And just maybe double it down. That's an option. I think Wims is also like a viable lead here. Let's think about this though. How would I break a Farigiraf? Do I even have any viable options? What if I just went like this? Would you lead Pelipper into that and just eat the Freeze Dry? I think it's a fine lead. I think I'm going to bring the Intimidate as well. Let's see. We need one more Mon. I'm bringing Inteleon. Cool, let's try this. I think they're going to beat us. They have double redirection, fake out, weather control, speed control. They have a lot of very, very viable tools. But what they don't have is the ability to freeze everything with Blizzard. Like, you can't put a price on that. I want to see if they lead Pelipper, though. I think Pelipper is a very good lead into Ninetales teams. Whenever you have the slower weather setter, you can generally just lead with it and see what happens. Am I going to be double Blizzard Andy? Let's think about this. You can go Fake Out, and you can go Wide Guard. I could pivot in my Intimidate and go for Aurora Veil. I think what I'm going to do here is I think you're going to Fake Out this first turn. I don't think you Spore turn 1. So I'm going to pivot in here, and I'm going to respect your Ursaluna and pop it. If you're thinking you can fake out my Porygon and like Bloodmoon my Porygon and then not care about my Ninetales because you went Normal Terra, you are mistaken. Because I woke up and chose Violence. Violence will be wrought today. And then your Smeargle is going to have like the ability to Wide Guard in future turns. Like you can Wide Guard like next turn, but like I can just go into like the Inteleon mode or back in my Ninetales, go for like a Freeze Dry. I also think like pivoting at my Ninetales is a good play. I don't know if they didn't pivot, right? Let's see. Yeah, because like they could have pivoted in Pelipper to block my Blizzard, but they didn't. I don't think they're Wide Guarding. I think there's a better shot that they fake out this first turn. But it's hard to say. Yeah, that's the 50-50. Like I could just Hyper Beam them. Fake out. There's a fake out. Yeah, I think that that's the correct play. In like 90% of situations, they would go for the fake out first and then Wide Guard once you see what I like want to lock into. You force me to exactly have Intimidate. Right? And can I get a freeze? Can I get a freeze, though? Do I be getting freezers, pleasers? Hyper Voice, never lucky. Okay, no freeze. And so now they're going to lock into Wide Guard, but, like, I'm fine. I'm okay off that. Take some orb damage. I think one more tick, you might go down. I'm going to save the Porygon, I think. Maybe. We'll see. I'm going to click... I'll just Dazzle, because that would just get any KOs I want. You know what? Wide Guard me, bro. Like, do it. See what happens. Yeah, oh my gosh. Do it, see what happens. Is this Pelipper? Pelipper does not want this smoke, dude. It does not want this smoke. Are you protecting your Ursaluna? Double Blizzard again. He's like, I could have Wide Guarded. I was like, I don't think you have Wide Guard. I think you have Spiky Shield on that set. Cool. That works for me. Porygon's busted, man. Porygon do be busted out here. Terra down? Ursa down? That's basically an uber restricted down, right? Down bad. And let's see, 1 HP Smeargle. We have a Snipe Shot Inteleon in the back with Terrain up. What is your last mon? Because I'm about to just pivot up this Infinity for Porygon and just... Basculegion. Okay. Huh. Yeah, saving the Infinity is like really important here. So I'm going to reactivate the Weather. And if you want a Wide Guard, like, you've had that option this whole time. This guy's like, I can't believe he disrespected my Wide Guard. I was like, I can't believe he didn't click it, bro. It was the most telegraphed double Blizzard lead of my life. Let's see what happens. Sometimes you just got to keep him honest, you know? Like, I went Fake Out to stop the Blizzard. He could have just Wide Guarded every time. Oh my gosh, he just does not have it, bro. Look at this damage. That's a thick Basculegion over there, too. Dang, that's a thick boy. Alright. Wave Crash into Porygon. Porygon, peace. We don't need to show Inteleon, so I won't, but maybe I should. No, we don't need to. We don't need to. I think like Helping Hand Free Strike gets the K without show. You don't want to show your mons, right? That's the thing. I think it's the big thing, especially like we're in early ladder. A lot of the same people are queuing. Like I might queue right back up into this guy. I don't want him to know that I think Inteleon's like really good in this matchup. We'll show him I have Helping Hand because I'm flexing. Let's go Helping Handies. Big damage. Freeze, please, D's. Oof, Basculegion goes down for the count. Ninetales busted. Hail better than rain today. That's another thing about this team that's like kind of weird too. Is whenever you see Smeargle, it can only be Sashed or Scarf, right? They can't really have both. And so when you see like other popular Sash mons like Pelipper, you think, okay, that has to be some other completely different set. The way I was looking at this whole game, I should have probably explained it a little bit more in the team preview, was because they had Smeargle and Pelipper, I thought that it would be Sash on the Smeargle, and Sash Smeargle would benefit more from like Spiky Shield, Fake Out, Follow Me, and Spore, right? And then because the Pelipper's not sashed, it's more of like a bulky set, probably with like a Citrus, or maybe even like a Covert Cloak or something like that, maybe even like a Rocky Helmet. That's probably where the Wide Guard is on the Pelipper, because you wouldn't need to double up with your Wide Guards in that situation. So it was a little tell that I kind of just used to my advantage so I could bully people from the team preview. So whenever you see people have Smeargle and Pelipper, be on the lookout for that. Note that there can only be one Sash, and there's usually only one Wide Guard user. But we're going to go into one more game, and let's see what happens. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see. Goldango's good. There's some Perish Trap options on their side of the board from, like, Azumarill. Some Shed Tail shenanigans. I'm really liking what I'm seeing on their board. I'm actually, though, going to try this. I don't... Do I really want to do that? Do I want to be that guy? Do I want to be that boy? I'm doing it. If you lead Gengar, you're better than me, but if you don't, you're going to be in for a bad time. Now, let's lead with the Whims variant. Let's just lead with this, because we haven't done this yet. Those two are great. I'm going to bring my Indeedee, and I think Inteleon is the best last mon, because it has that Electric Terra for the Azumarill. If they can get the Perish Trap off, they can get the Perish Trap off, but like, we have the skills here to deal with a lot of different things. And you're allowed to lead Gothitelle. No one's saying that you can't. I think I have Ghost Terra if I want to Terra and pivot out if you do lock me. And having one mon swap away from like a Perish Trap just ends it, right? So they're going to go like Shed Tail into their Goth, right? That's their play. Shed Tail into their Goth, and then like Perish with their Gengar. Right? So we would just pivot into our stuff that can pivot. This is Ghost Terra. Is my Whims Ghost Terra though? Okay, I like that play then. So we can just go just a raw Moonblast into that slot. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I would like to Terra first though. And we pivot out here. And you're going to Perish. And we're just going to make it really, really obnoxious for you to get this win. And we have like an Encore into the Gengar. So they're gonna like have to reperish. Like I see what they're doing here. Like I get the combo. It's really cool. But I think I'm just too good into perish. I think your better play is just to hit me in the face. Like, but let's see what you want to do over here. Moonblast. Oh! Hey, that's a lot of damage. That's a crit. We take those. Perish Song, there it is. Can't Shed Tail. And I can encore that Perish Song. And then like flip turn out. Shed Tail too weak. So I can flip turn that Cyclozar. And I mean I could perish. I mean I could just double into the Gengar. Like what are you gonna do with the Cyclozar? I'm thinking what we want to do. Inteleon can switch whenever I feel like it. But it has to lock in that move. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to Moonblast the Gengar just to break potential Sash, because I'm pretty sure it is Sash, and Flip Turn will break that thing over there. Yep. It's one Mon down. So whatever Mon comes in right here is going to be trapped, like, forever. I don't mind my Intimidate being trapped forever, because it'll just get my terrain like ready to go, and it'll stop like fake outs and things. Armorage would be cool to use here. I'd rather pivot. I'd rather come in Armorage right here and then pivot out my Whims for my Intimidate and just Expanding Force, blow everything up. Better play. Break Sash here. I like this. Moonblast there. Nice. You can Shadow Ball my Whims. Yeah, next turn that's turning into Intimidate. You're gonna come with your Goth. Goth might go for like a fake out. And remember, your Gengar and the Whims both have Perish ticking on them. So we just pivot. I think we can eat the Shadow Ball pretty well. We can also, if they don't bring in Goth, I can just beat up my Armorage and Policy Rocket that way. Okay. Yeah, we just pivot that. So 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. That's what we like to see, baby. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. I never even got trapped, bro. Once he saw the Ghost Terror, I'm sure this guy just like mentally shut down. He's like, Goth stuff don't work here, you know? But we got the Psychic Surge. Remember, Gengar's Sash is broken. Protect Gengar's good play. Don't get Encore locked by my Whims, buddy. And then I'm going to break this Azumarill, but then the Gengar's taken out from Perish. Let's see if I can pop this Azumarill. I don't think so. It's probably like vested, right? No, it's Citrus is a better item. Liquidate's good play. Yep, does get the KO. I need to bring in something like my Inteleon, I think. I think Inteleon might be the best play. Snipe Shot plus Helping Hand gets the KO on the Azumarill. And then they have to put out for Goth, but then like Goth Azumarill, we just double into the Azumarill, never let them set anything, and we're fine. So like Helping Hand here. Snipe Shot should get that KO. That was canceled. Yeah, it was over. It was over. Like, I don't want to be like that guy, but like, all you need to beat Perish is like one Mom with a pivot move or like a Ghost Terra, and you just make it extremely obnoxious for them to have to like go through the full setup of a Perish lock to get one KO. And if you can ever weave in one KO back, they're trading just 1 for 1 at that point, and you just have the tools to beat them in the back. So not like the best game to close the set out with, but I think this team was pretty cool. Like if we go back and we take a look at like all the Mons again, I really just like Weather. I like Hail in this format. It's just really fun. Like we have the Light Clay Ninetales, we have the big Blizzards, we have the Blizzard on the Adaptability Scarf Porygon, we have the Whimsicott that can also like enable the Armourouge with beat up. I think that's really like undervalued. Everyone sees it as like enabling the Armourouge with like Flip Turn, which we also have on the Inteleon, but being able to like side beat up my Armourouge to get like max speed and a policy proc, really cool tech. And Inity's just a pretty good mom that lets us have a trick room mode if we feel like playing a little bit slow. So that was this team. If you guys have any requests for stuff you want to see me work on, remember, I'm still going to be in Iceland. I went to Worlds for a week. I went right from Worlds to Iceland. So I'm still in Iceland when this goes up on YouTube. But I would love to see your comments. If you guys have any tech you guys want to see me work with, mess with, or get ready for the September 1st launch date of Regulation H, let me know in the comments below. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.